This, my friends, is a great action film. In the Deadlands, the son of a chieftain must venture into forbidden territory to recruit a mythical warrior to avenge his tribe. I first thought this was going to be an old-fashioned bloodfest, but the film soon delivered a great story, compelling characters, and it became something that was just far better than I first gave it credit for. After his tribe is slaughtered through treachery, Hongi must make those responsible pay with their lives. He journeys into the Deadlands, a place so forbidden that very few dare travel through it. There he enlists the aid of an immortal warrior who eats the flesh of his enemies. Together they chase down the killers of Hongi's people, but is joining up with a guy who could be a demon a great idea? Now I know this looks like action-packed violence, but it's more than just that. I was surprised to find that Hongi's story was not just about revenge, but about him becoming a man, becoming more than he was. This was also something I didn't feel was forced into the movie. Now the warrior is also not just one note. We see him as a terrifying force, but there's also a heartbreaking truth behind it. The cast truly brings shades and personalities to their characters, making the story much better. It's how they showed hints of courage and doubt in their expressions, and then they would look like crazed wild men right before combat. Now, the person that really stood out to me was Lawrence McQuarrie as the cannibal killing machine. Now, you should recognize his face from Lord of the Rings, but you never really got a chance to see it. Here, he humanizes a character that could have easily been another monster. The fights in this film are a definite selling point because they are extremely well done. They're not only a showcase in the Maori martial art and fighting tactics, but the violence gets the adrenaline pumping. The weapons themselves are terrifying. Now, they're made out of natural materials like jade, bone, and shark's teeth. Now, the cast look like powerful, fierce warriors because they underwent a 6-week training course, and it definitely pays off. The Deadlands is a terrific action-adventure revenge story. This is one to watch when you want bloody hand-to-hand combat and a rich story at the same time. The entire film is in the Maori language, and I found it such an interesting look into their culture that I wanted to learn this martial art. Now, when the guys are fighting, they make these over-exaggerated faces, and at times they're pretty silly, and then they're pretty terrifying.